Everybody thought the market was going in recession this year. I was probably the only one standing on it like, why would we think that? I gave possibilities. I gave scenarios. If this happened, this happens. If this happened, this happens. But currently, this is where we are. And so what happens is, once we understand those things, we're like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, cool. And this is why the retail investor, Jose, has more advantage than the Wall Street executive or the Wall Street. This is why it's important for y'all to really learn this game. You know how many people on Wall Street missed this rally? You know how many people? I watched a lady. I swear, this was the funniest thing in my life today. Well, one of the funniest things. This is why I be telling y'all, people don't be knowing what they be talking about. This lady was on TV today. Pfizer is down 46% year to date, right? Pfizer, the company Pfizer, is down 46% year to date. She was on TV today defending why she in that position. She been in the stock since 2017. I won't say that. Huh? She been in the stock since 2017, and she's an analyst on it. She come on the show every day. And they was like, yo, why are you in it? They were like, well, they can fix this, but watch this. Here's the people who are managing y'all money. The people that's managing y'all money is on Instagram, on national TV saying Pfizer and AT&T are great companies to be invested in because it pays a 6 and 7% dividend yield. These are the people that's managing y'all money. Every day these people come on TV. Every day these people come on CNBC, and they come on there as wealth managers. Listen to what I just said. Every day they come on TV as wealth managers. And they saying, yep, we've been in for Verizon for 7 years. I mean, we've been in Pfizer for 7 years. The stock down 46%. I'm sitting there looking at that like, wait, what? And then, Josh said, well, let's just pull up the chart. And she was like, we don't got to do that. And they did it anyway. Compared to the S&P 500, it has fumbled horribly outside of the pandemic. And then the crazy part about it is Pfizer, the drugs that it did have in the weight loss industry, they dropped it. They said, we're not doing it. So now you're not even competing with the big dogs. But somebody like me told y'all Eli Lilly 2019. I'm like, yo, Eli Lilly. I'm like, Eli Lilly. But now when it's running, I'm already 500 shares in. Once it started going crazy, I'm like, we go to 1,000. So it's easy to jump on someone once it's running, but what happens when the people on TV, the people that's the professionals telling you that Pfizer is a stock that they've been rocking with for 7 years? When they tell you they like AT&T because of the dividend. What? Anyway, you got an upper hand on Wall Street because the one thing is there's no pressure on you outside of the fact that you got the ability to look at this market, read this market, get the data you get from Trappin Tuesdays and actually win at this game. The dope part, so Trap, why do you watch CNBC so much if you don't trust them? I like hearing it different because here's the thing. Everybody has a different perspective. And I like to hear other people's perspective so I can get outside of my own perspective. The problem is when we get an idea, we solely base it with that, and you don't have nothing to judge it up against. I like to listen to other people's perspective because they're going to give me some information that I didn't know about because they're going to say something to validate their opinion. I'm going to take what they said to validate their opinion with my perspective, and I'm going to see which one is right. There's a lot of data that go into making this. I play this game for real. I play this game like my life depends on it because it does. This ain't a secondary option for me. I play this game like my life depended on it because my life do depend on it. My little girl life depend on it. My grandchildren's life depend on it. My family life depend on it. We going on a Christmas trip. Their life depend on it. This one game going to change the dynamic of my whole family, and I'm going to treat it that way. I don't care if you got a good 7-figure career. I don't care what you got. Here's what I do know. Anybody can make a whole career salary in this game while working your career. Why wouldn't you take this that serious? Why wouldn't you take this that serious? You make 100,000 in a year, guess what? You can make 100,000 in the market. So what happens if you make 100,000 in the market and 100,000 on your career? I ain't telling you quit your job. You might love your career. What happens when you make your career money in the market? It makes you look at life a little bit different. So I'm going to treat this game like my life depends on it because it does. It does. 2018, man, I was working 70 hours a week, sometimes 80 hours a week for a $3,000 check. Yo, I had one day this week where the market printed $77,000 for me. One day this week. Monday. Today, it printed another 12,000. I ain't the best mathematician, but 77,000 and 12,000, that's 7 and 2, that's 9. 7 and 1, that's 8. That's $89,000 in 2 days. All right, yep, we got to pay Uncle Sam some money at the end of the year. So what? You got to pay me when you go work your job. Render Caesar what Caesar's do.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
So I ain't telling you, go be an entrepreneur. I'm saying, treat this game like it's your freedom ticket and it's gonna free you. You can't part-time, right? It's gonna come with some lonely nights, Jose. It's gonna come with some days where you say, I ain't going to the Beyonce concert. I ain't going to such and such concert. I ain't going to the after party. I ain't going to do this, that, and the other, because I gotta study. I gotta study. I gotta get some data. I gotta study a little bit more. I gotta get something, because here's what I do know. Here's what I do know. Yep, we made 96. We made 96 in 2 days. Man, I'm proud of that. But guess what? There's gonna be time where I make 960,000 in 2 days. There's gonna be a time where I make 960,000 in 2 days. There's gonna be a time when I trade $1 million a trade. There's a time when that's gonna be. Ain't nobody gonna change that for me. Some people can say you stunt. I know what I believe. You know why? Because I'm gonna treat this game like it can change my life, because the game has changed my life and the game will change my life. And I don't care who don't believe in me, as long as I get up every day and I see them people making millions and billions of dollars. There's no reason I can't play the same game they play. I just gotta scale my way up there. And that means I'm gonna not partake in some things for a minute so I can do this. So when I see people like Zay hitting for 1,500 and 2,000 and 3,000, I'm saluting that man. Because I know he put real money up to make that. And there's gonna be a day when he make 20,000 in a day. There's gonna be a day where he trading 20,000 a pop. There's gonna be a day. So when I see other people, somebody in my Patreon told me today that blew my mind. I had 2 comments. Made me almost cry. The dude said, Trap, I'm up on an AVGO play. I'm up on an Amazon play. He said, I'm up 100%. I'm up 90%. I'm up 70% on something. He said, Trap, it ain't just about me though. He said, Trap, that's the new opportunities now I see for my family. I said, I get it. Because I remember when I was working on that Falcon Stadium. Remember when I was building them power plants and I was doing $100 in the trade here. $500 in the trade there, 2018. 50, 60 shares, 100 shares here. And I remember telling myself, man, this crap gonna change my life. And one day, I'm gonna be doing 100,000 in this thing. And one day I'm gonna make $1 million in this thing. I did those things in a 5-year time span. And a new goal now is, I need to be trading $1 million a pop. I need to be trading $1 million a pop. And then another comment that really almost brought me to tears was somebody said, Trap, I opened my mama account since I've been in a Patreon. My mama account is up over 40%. I'm gonna make money. When I see that, when somebody say, Trap, I took what I learned from you and opened my mama account and used the Patreon plays to open my mama account, and I'm investing and trading in my mama account? What we doing here? What we doing here? This game is a game changer. This ain't about me buying back the block. This ain't about me owning 89 million pieces of real estate. Nope. Even though I think that's amazing, I'd rather be trading $1 million a pop, man. That's just Trap. Somebody else rather be buying somebody else rather be buying a commercial building a pop. Somebody else rather be buying 100 duplexes every time because they know that game. I ain't mad at none of that. This is my game. My goal, $1 million a pop. Because I know now, when I get to $1 million a pop, every trade is anchoring my family deeper and deeper to prosperity. Every trade. Every one of them. And so you see the power in this game? Why deny that power? When you could just start believing in yourself. It's time for us to stop being entertained. And it's time for us to start educating ourselves. It's time for us to start indulging in the things that truly change our life. It's time for us to truly start indulging in the things that change the trajectory of our family. It's time for us to truly start indulging in the things that turn our last name into an asset.